Student protest, at least till today, this protest is going admirably well. Sonam Wangchuk, this amazing man from Ladakh, where probably Gandhi didn't even go, started it all in a very, very Gandhian way by going on a fast, satyagraha. And then the students and the cockroach Janata Party activists took it up from there and continued to lead the protest in a very non-violent way and seeking truth. This is Gandhian. Interestingly, the ones who are on the other side of the fence, they are also supposed to be Ram Bhakt. Gandhiji was the greatest Ram Bhakt ever in this country. So this raises a very fundamental question. What is the difference between Gandhiji's Ram and the RSS Ram? It's very interesting, In 1925, when Gandhiji was in his peak, he was invited by the RSS to go to their office in Nagpur. Gandhiji had gone to Nagpur. Gandhiji had no problem in going to anybody. He even went to meet Mussolini when Mussolini invited him when he was coming back from England. Anyway, Gandhiji went there, looked around, and you know what is the first question he asked them? He said, you people say you are a Hindu organization. You don't even have a photograph of Ram. And it took them another 50 years to realize the importance of Ram. Ram for Gandhiji was simplicity, humility, and sacrifice personified. Gandhiji followed all that. Ram was a people's god. Ram lived in ashrams, utterly simple, cooking his own food, living like any ordinary person does. And even after he vanquished Ravan, even after he became the king, he did not wear all those golden thrones which you see in those fancy serials on Ram. He continued to live the simple life of a ashramvasi. That was Ram, and that was what was propagated by Gandhiji. And that is what is being followed to a great extent but by what we call the Gen Z youth. Amazing. On the other side, what the ones who are in power today did was to build a temple for Ram by first politicizing the pulling down of a temple and then building the temple and then thieving from the this thing of the temple. Let me tell you, in Indian tradition, we never built a temple for Ram. What existed in Ayodhya was actually called Sita Ki Rasoi. You know why? You know why we did not build a temple for Ram? It is not because we did not love him. We loved him so much. But it was Ram's wish that he should not be put in a golden temple. I'm sorry, not golden temple in the Amritsar sense, but a temple full of gold and jewelry and silver. He wanted people to worship Ramayana. And you know why? Ramayana portrays Ram as a human being, as a great human being who also committed mistakes, but every time he committed mistake, he went out of his way to correct that mistake. That was Ram. That is the greatness of it. And that is what should lead the youth towards him. Not the pujari, not the mandir, and definitely not the chori of chanda. चंदा चोरी से राम को पूजना गलत है भाई. राम को पूजना है तो रामायण को पूजो. तुलसीदास ने कहा है, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए। क्या बात है? What is the meaning of this? प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. When Gandhiji said, look, we have committed to give 45 crores to 48 crores to Pakistan because they don't have as many public buildings and administrative offices, and we have agreed we should give. Everybody said Pakistan has gone on war against us, so we should not give. Gandhiji said no, pran jaye par vachan na jaye. And then he elaborated it. He said, look, you don't win war only through weapons. You don't win wars only through power. You win war with determination and a trust in yourself. Vietnam proved that. Now, a silly nation, Iran, is proving it against America. And Gandhiji said this. And what are these people, the new Ram Bhakts, the Chandachori Ram Bhakts, are saying? They have been saying that Gandhiji was pro-Pakistan. Shocking. Just shocking. The trouble is, they don't want to learn. For the last 2 months, the whole world is saying, look, if a minister is responsible for such a big thing, why don't you ask the minister to resign? If that minister is found finally in whatever, that is non-guilty, bring him back. This is what even the so-called anti-national opposition parties did. You know what Lal Bahadur Shastri did? He was a railway minister. There was an accident. Next day, Lal Bahadur Shastri resigned as the Minister of Railways. He did not budge when the whole country said, Sir, आप कैसे इसमें जिम्मेदार है? कोई ड्राइवर ने वो गलती किया है और आप क्यों रिजाइन कर रहे हैं? लाल बहादुर शास्त्री ने कहा, नहीं जी, मैं जिम्मेदार हूँ. मैं इस देश के रेलवे सिस्टम का जिम्मेदार हूँ. और ये लोग उस पक्ष को और बाकी सब पक्ष को, सब अपोजिशन पक्ष को ट्रेटर कह रहे हैं, एंटी नेशनल कह रहे हैं. मुझे भी कहेंगे एंटी नेशनल. मैं राम भक्त हूं. जिंदगी भर 3 नाटक लिखा हूं राम पर, 2 नाटक किया हूं और रामायण को कन्नड़ में अनुवाद किया हूं. और मैं कहता हूं ये राम भक्त नहीं है. मंदिर बनाना राम का अपचार है. कहां है मंदिर बताइए? राम मंदिर है. वो राम मंदिर राम का टेम्पल नहीं है. They are not consecrated temples of Ram. There's a difference. Kashi Vishwanath Mandir is a consecrated temple for Shiva. The temple of Krishna, for example, in wherever, in Udupi or in Odisha, they are all consecrated temples. Ram Mandirs are not consecrated temples. They are social institutions where those communities, in fact, most of them are Shudra communities. They sit there, discuss things, sort out things under the moral eye of Ram. It's a great tradition. In fact, Indians are better than the Christians in this sense. Christians also follow a text. That text is a sort of a compilation, moral compilation of sayings. But Ramayana is a great epic, a great literature, and also a religious text. I believe in that. And I am not going to compromise on the real value of Ram. I don't want the young people to compromise on the real value of Ram. I don't want them to compromise on what they are fighting for, because education is not just jobs. Education is to understand these things. Education is to understand what is Ram, what is a pujari, what is a temple, What are the differences? And what are we looking at? Are we scared? We should not be scared. You people are not scared. And don't ever be scared. Rabindranath Tagore, in his most famous poem, which was written while a great national movement against the British was happening, you know what he said? Ekla chalo re, meaning go alone, man. He said to people, go alone. What did he mean? Did he mean anti-national thing that you go away from the group? No, he meant the opposite. He said, be so brave that you can even go alone and challenge power. सत्ता को आगे सत्ता के आगे खड़े होना है तो चाहिए the strength. And Tagore was saying, have that strength, go alone. Satta is very powerful, doesn't matter, you go alone. So we have these traditions, we have, Indians are great, let's follow the greatness of India and not debunk it by chanda chori, by leaking question papers and such. Thank you.